was at 500 degrees today, and the Braves just re-signed Marcell Ozuna. Let's go. Let's go, Braves. They re-signed Ozuna. Now, this is one that I didn't think was going to happen. So, that's what we're going to talk about in today's video, but before we get it, or today's second video, but before we get into this video, 68% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. Get your life together, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, leave a like, and let's go ahead and get into this video talking about Marcell Ozuna. He will get a 4-year contract worth $55 million. And so, yeah, it's a $65 million contract that could be $80 million if the Braves decide to pick up an option on the 5th year. And Marcell Ozuna was such a big part of the Braves offense that was so good in 2020. His stats in 2020 really, really good. And 18 home runs, 56 RBIs, and a .338 batting average. But we've seen seasons like this before in his career, just not this good in such short amount of games with such a high average. Overall in his MLB career, he's got 166 home runs, 594 RBIs, and a .276 batting average. 2019, 29 home runs, 89 RBIs, and a .241 average. The only thing different you see there is the fact that he has a lower average. In 2018, 23 home runs, 88 RBIs, and a .280 batting average. He is consistently going to hit you 20 to 25 home runs, maybe even 30, and he's going to hit for a .250 to .280 batting average. 2017, big breakout season for him where he had 37 home runs, 124 RBIs, and a .312 batting average. Now, that is an MVP-type season there. And he is a 2-time All-Star in 2016 and 2017. And All-MLB first team in 2020. Now, a lot of people I know are going to bring up the fact where the Braves going to play Ozuna, especially if there is no universal DH, which I think there should be. Don't even get me started on that. There should be a universal DH. And if there's a universal DH, then obviously he's going to play DH. But he's playing left field besides that, where Ender Inciarte is currently at that position. And your lineup's going to be looking like Acuna, Swanson, Freeman, d'Arnaud, Albies, Riley, Ozuna, and Pache or Inciarte. So they have a really good line. And the way Fangraphs is projecting them to be, they are going to be a dangerous line. They have 42 home runs for Acuna, 20 home runs for Swanson, 32 for Freeman, 17 for d'Arnaud, 26 for Albies, and 31 for Riley, along with 13 for Pache, and who even knows how many for Marcell Ozuna. The Braves, they need to do one thing, and that is bring back their relief pitching that got them to be so good, because they really have needed relief pitching over these last few seasons. That's what really has been holding them back. So they need to bring back players like Mark Melancon and Shane Green, and that's not going to take a lot. And I don't care. This deal is you're paying him some money, but as good as he's going to be and as productive as he's going to be, that's okay. I mean, he got paid exact same in money per year that Nelson Cruz did. And apparently that's kind of the value for a DH like a Nelson Cruz or Marcell Ozuna. So the Braves, if they can bring that relief pitching back, then they are really in a good spot. Mike Soroka is going to be back, who was their ace and an all-star in 2019. Max Fried, Charlie Morton, Ian Anderson, Drew Smyly, Kyle Wright, even Bryce Wilson, who was good in the NLCS. This Braves team is scary, and nobody is talking about how scary this team really is, because we tend to talk about the Dodgers, which, yes, the Dodgers are really, really good. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're not. But the Braves are a legitimate threat in the NL. They need to bring back Adam Duvall. I think he was very, very good, and he's not going to cost a lot. They haven't really lost much of anybody that's made an impact, really. Except Darren O'Day maybe, but he didn't really make an impact. Their farm system's still stacked. They can still make a move for a relief pitcher. I think they have the assets to trade for Josh Hader if they want to. If they want to trade for Josh Hader, they can get it done. They have Drew Waters. They have Christian Pache, William Contreras, Bryce Wilson, Tucker Davidson, Shea Langoliers, Braden Shoemake, Kyle Muller, all in their farm system. They have a bunch of really good players in their farm system. And if they want to trade for Josh Hader, like I said, they will get a Josh Hader. And they might arguably have one of the best packages to offer for Josh Hader, a player that the Brewers are looking for a huge haul back for. 35-25 in 2020 and finished in first place in the NL East. Now they're going to be in a very tough division, and that means with a team like the Mets and Nationals in that division, they need to have the best hitting possible because the Mets have DeGrom, Syndergaard, Stroman. They have a bunch of good pitchers with or without Bauer. And the Nationals, obviously, they have Strasburg, Scherzer. They have a bunch of good players too. But here for the Braves, if you could get the relief pitching back, you are in a really, really good spot here. And this is a really, really good move. A move that I feel like you had to make because Marcell Ozuna is really, really good, and you had to bring it back. And it only really cost you $13 million per year, which I know some people might say for DH that who knows if he's going to be a DH and could be a downgrade in left field. I understand where you're coming from that he is a downgrade in left field because he's not very good in the field, and that's no secret. He's not very good in the field. And obviously, I would like to see a universal DH. And if a universal DH does come, then this makes this move even better. But if it doesn't, Ozuna can still play left field. Now, for Ozuna's career, it would have made a lot more sense to go to an AL team because you can definitely guarantee that there will be a universal DH, and I thought a team like the White Sox might sign him, or a team like the Rays might sign him. But I am really happy with the Braves signing him, obviously, as a Braves fan. And this is a huge move. And the Braves offseason might be one of the more underrated ones. They signed Morton, they signed Smiley, and if they can get Melancon and Green back, and they obviously re-signed Ozuna, then this team is looking even more scary. And you probably need to bring back Tyler Flowers too, as more like a platoon catcher. Even though it would make a lot of sense because Shea Langler's, William Contreras are ready to come up, so you don't have to bring either one of those back. And please don't bring Nick Markakis back. And Mike Foltynewicz is nearing a deal with the Texas Rangers. So, yeah, Braves re-sign Ozuna. That's what this video is about, and I really like the move, and you had to bring him back, and you did for a reasonable type price, and it's not going to be an overpay in the long run for, I'm pretty sure he's 32 years old or so. And, yeah, I mean, he's going to be a little older at the end of that contract. But if he can be like a Nelson Cruz and be a DH eventually and still be that good of a hitter, then he's still going to be really, really good for this Braves team. So if I give this a grade, I'm going to give it an A. This is a really, really good move by the Braves, a move that you had to make. And, yeah, so that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. The hot stove is hot. It's probably at 500 degrees right now, if we're being honest. It's really, really hot. And maybe there'll be some more free agent news. Who knows? But all the real top free agents are kind of off the market now with Ozuna, Springer, Bauer, Realmuto. Every one of the top free agents are off the market. But overall, I really like this signing. But before I end this video, 68% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. Get your life together. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, leave a like. Thank you for watching, and peace.